I transition. The sleight of hand is what we would have needed. All right, guys. We just saw.
Silent Destiny hero
I hope
awesomeness.
you just saw
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that
Is
was.
that what you wanted it?
I wanted it to be like Silent Destiny awesome heroes.
Totally awesome Destiny, silent Destiny heroes.
Featuring
Silent,
mass
totally
change.
awesome
Isn't-
mass change
I-
Destiny heroes of Drill Dark Decider.
All
We
right.
can't fit that on the screen.
Featuring
in
Flakes
in
Runner.
case you guys are wondering why are we babbling, it's because our minds have been blown by that round 2 feature match just now, where we
That
saw
was amazing.
Destiny heroes being put into a blender, really, together with Silent Swordsman, and somebody came up with the idea of combining these two archetypes and coming up with something absolutely cool.
Really cool.
No,
Really cool.
no other way to put it. Some new support for a super old archetype. We
Yeah.
actually checked it prior to the round. 2004 is when Rise
Yeah.
of Destiny was released. I can't believe it. It's been 12 years. And suddenly this super old archetype is being competitive again. At least is what it looked like.
Yeah,
I
right
don't-
now.
There were some cards, especially the Silent Sword Slash, really looked like, yeah, this is giving you an edge.
If you read that and it,
It just goes on.
yeah,
It's just
Just
like
keeps going.
it's the gift that keeps on
yeah.
giving.
You expect there to be a drawback at some point, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah,
it,
right.
just,
isn't.
it just keeps going about positive things.
It's like
and then
destroyed
that's-
at the end of the turn or something like that.
Yeah.
You're like,
But even then, that would be great. Because destroy at the end of the turn, you go and get level 7. That would be ridiculous.
Right.
I know you're trying to balance the
I
card.
just just made the card better. I should not work in card design. Let's just put it that way. Hey, let's make this worse. Let's put this text on it, and then Matt is like, no, Ollie.
No, Ollie, that's going to make it better.
All right, guys. We saw Metal Foes losing to that Silent Swordsman Destiny Heroes deck. What do you make of it? Because he did lose the first round to Simone Falanga, who was also playing Metal Foes.
Yeah.
This
I-
just looked like it is.
Yeah, I think a deck like this is definitely one of those ones where you're not aiming for consistency.
Mhm.
You're aiming for the surprise factor. You're aiming for, I would if I was if I'm playing this deck, I know that at least maybe 2 of the 11
rounds, yeah.
11 rounds that we're playing throughout the whole of day 1 and 2, I'm going to lose them.
Right.
I'm going to lose these games, and I know that, and I'm accepting that going into the
But the ones
The
that I
tournament.
win are gonna be rounds to be remembered.
Exactly.
Forever.
and
This particular one, especially since it was live on the video stream. Yeah.
and you just got to hope that those rounds that you're going to lose are going to be before the top cut portion.
yeah.
It's a good approach.
It's a reasonable strategy.
I'd love to see this in day 2.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely adore to see it in day 2.
Yeah, but imagine, you've been playing, this, you're playing Metal Foes, you're going into day 2. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, okay. Are you playing Paleozoics, ABCs? What are you playing? Dark Law, Silent
Destiny
Swordsman.
Heroes.
Here's an Emptiness. Like, oh, whoops.
Yeah. Whoops.
It's like I call decks like this the dream killer.
Yeah,
Because there's all these people with all these meta decks, they've tested and tested and tested them,
Yeah.
and they've not thought to test against Silent Swordsman.
Yeah.
Why would you?
It's
Yeah.
like you come as prepared as you can get, and you're feeling really good about your chances, and then suddenly a deck like this
Yeah.
comes like crosses paths with you, and you're just like,
Yeah.
wow, what just happened?
You get into that mindset. I mean, I played in a YCS before, and you get into that mindset where you're playing against the same decks over and over again, and then you kind of you're like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
the same
you
as
basically
before
have
and
3 game
whatever.
plans, four or 5 maybe.
Yeah.
In this matchup, this is what's crucial, and then suddenly it's like, ooh.
I've no idea what's
yeah,
crucial
what's
because
going
he's
on, yeah.
he's playing like some crazy cards.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
actually interesting on the table. It looks like they're going through the deck and through the side deck choices and actually having a conversation about the deck,
Yeah.
which is nice to see.
No, I love this. I actually saw this happen with Thomas Rose and Jake Quincy.
That was also a very good feature match, actually.
Yeah, it was really
If
good.
you guys
Go back and watch.
Yeah, that's definitely one that you should go back and watch. It was very
Yeah.
interesting to see, and very sportsmanlike between the two.
Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of I've known Jake for a long time, and like anyone, when you lose, especially in a top cut situation like that, you're a bit kind of, damn it, I just lost to that.
Yeah,
And
but Jake
Right.
wasn't mad.
no, that's the thing. He sat with Thomas for a few minutes after the game, and Thomas actually took him through the options in his deck, and by the time he'd finished talking to him and explaining it, Jake was
like-
actually totally fine. He was just like, yeah, okay, this guy knows exactly what
Yeah.
he's playing.
Yeah.
It made sense for me to lose,
Yeah, and
which
it was
is
just.
a weird thing to admit because most people are like, yeah, he just drew better.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? Isn't naturally you've just lost to this person, and you're like, you've got sacked, cherries, whatever, and it's like, Yeah. Okay. Wow. You thought this out.
You've had a couple of these conversations, it appears.
Yeah, I know.
All right, guys. We're going to try and get our hands on Patrick Granes, the man of the hour, who brought Destiny Heroes together with a Silent Swordsman to the feature match table and just tore through his opponent. 2-0 clean victory. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back as soon as possible with an interview of our round 2 feature match winner.
Disappeared out of here. It was time to pay my dues. Never guessed that you'd be dressed in my clothes and in my shoes. You couldn't wait to move right in. If I were you, I'd be concerned. Ain't no way you're gonna win. Bet you didn't count on my return. Thought you were so tough. You had it all under control. Now enough is enough. Gonna take back what you stole. Give it up, 'cause now I'm back.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to YCS Bochum 2016. I'm here with Patrick. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, this deck is amazing. It's so cool. I mean, our deck check team have called it Awesome Hero, but what would you call it? What is your deck's name?
I would like it to call Dark Swordsman because
Right,
the Destiny
okay.
heroes are dark, and
Yeah.
I like Swordsman, Silent Swordsman.
Yeah.
It's my favorite card, and that's why I would like it to call
Wow.
so.
Okay, so I bet you were really happy when you saw Duelist Pack Arrivals of the Pharaoh being announced.
Yes.
Because you thought, oh my god, my card from 2004 is finally usable again. Yeah.
That's why I started again. I stopped playing.
You started just because of that.
Yeah, not just I don't like the Exceed Summon thing,
Okay.
and Pendle I don't liked it, but
Mhm.
now I'm
You
back.
wanted to play with Silent Swordsman.
Yes,
Well,
of course.
There you
I-
go. That's an awesome reason. So yeah, I remember seeing these cards come through as they were being designed, and I made a deck very similar to this without the Silent Swordsmans, just with Drill Dark and Celestial. I mean, how much use do you actually get out of Celestial? Do you get a lot of draw power from it? Do you think it makes a big difference?
It can be good because you don't have hands most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And, in the graveyard, it's always great to have draw power.
Yeah,
Yes, also
it's like a second Destiny draw.
yes. But if I have a Silent Swordsman level 7 on the hand, it's not so good.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's great.
Yeah, so
Draw
well,
power is
yeah, I mean, Silent Swordsman level 7, you really just want it to be in the deck the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so you lost your first round match
Yeah.
against Simona Falanga. What happened in that match?
I bricked very hard.
Okay.
I had 3 Silent Swordsmen in the first hand.
Okay, that's
And-
that's worse than I thought it was.
Yeah,
I
it
thought,
can
oh,
happen.
there's some bad hands in here somewhere,
Yeah.
but
And the second game, I got Lava Golemed.
okay.
I had Silent Swordsman level 7 and not Dark Law, a Synchronous Monster,
Mhm.
I Find Dragon.
Okay.
But you just Lava Golem.
Lava
and
Golem,
That's,
yeah.
That's the game.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as people see Dark Law, they're going to want to put in Lava Golem
Yeah.
and things like that. I actually saw that you're playing Sulkin. How do you make Sulkin?
I can make Solkan with Bubbleman and Coral Dragon.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so
Malicious.
yeah,
Malicious,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, malicious. Yeah, Coral Dragon and malicious. Yeah, makes more sense. Yeah, Bubbleman. I was down with it being Bubbleman. That would have been cool too.
Yeah, of
Um,
course. But he's an even stronger win.
Yeah.
Now.
So we were all three of us were really excited about Silent Sword Slash. How good is this card?
It's a pretty strong card, but
Mhm.
it's only for this archetype.
Mhm.
That's why I think I like it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I play it 3 times because it's a great card, but
Yeah.
it can hurt bricky.
Yeah. Unless you've got Silent Swordsman, then
Yeah.
it's not much use. But you do play Summoner Monk, which kind of that allows you to. I mean, we don't really have that a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh, where there's cards that allow you to play other cards that even then kind of fixes the brick a lot. So I think that Summoner Monk is a great choice for stuff like this, where mass change as well. If you don't have the ability to play it, then it's fine to be able to discard it with Summoner Monk.
My favorite start hand is with Summoner Monk and a Silent Sword Slash.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do Shadow Mist and Masked Hero Dark Law.
Yeah, and you can
Silent
just go and
Swordsman.
you can go and search a Silent Swordsman,
Yes.
even if it's in the graveyard. That's so cool. even I didn't click that. Yeah, you could do that as well. That's really cool. So what's like the best ever field that you've done with this deck?
Yesterday at testing, I had a Silent Swordsman, Dark Law, totally awesome, and Barmuchak.
Wow.
It's first turn.
Yeah, that's
But no
pretty-
hand.
Yeah,
then.
but then Celestial was good for next turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
So there was one of the other Destiny. I can't remember what its name is in English. There is a Destiny hero that you can summon to your opponent's side of the field.
Cyber Angel or Angel?
No, it's I can't remember
Dark
the name.
Angel?
Yeah,
I
Dark
mean,
Angel or
it's
something.
something
Yeah.
like Angel.
Yeah, so the Destiny hero. Did you not think about playing that?
I don't like to give my enemy cards.
Okay.
I mean, I can cancel or negate spell effects with my Silent Swordsman. I don't need another.
Yeah,
Destiny
that makes
hero.
sense. Yeah. So has there been a time where your Silent Swordsman got destroyed and your opponent thought, okay, great, I finally got rid of that Silent Swordsman. You went, oh, by the way, I get my level 7 now.
No, not today.
Not today, but
at
let's hope so.
with friends or at locals.
Yeah, locals. I can imagine there's people
And-
just, oh, it negates a spell card. Great, destroy it, and then
Yeah.
here's the big boss guy with
Of
an even
of
bigger
course.
sword.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit about. So you said you just started again with Duelist Pack Ravels of the Pharaoh. What decks did you used to play then?
I mostly played not Destiny Hero, Silent Swordsman. I
Okay, all the
always
way back
tried-
then.
Yeah, I always try to play a deck around then.
Okay, wow, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever met anyone who was such a big fan of Silent Swordsman.
I think I'm like Final Fantasy VII,
Mhm.
and this guy reminds me on Cloud.
Okay,
With the
yeah,
big
with a
ass
big,
sword,
big,
yeah.
big sword. Yeah, cool. Right, well, best of luck in the rest of the tournament, and I hope to see you tomorrow to be able to see even more of your Silent Swordsman.
I hope
deck.
so too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so thank you so much, and we're going to be right back with even more live coverage of YCS Bochum 2016. We'll catch you guys soon.
All right, and with that, let's take you to the table where the finals of